I'm just grateful to be here. It's so beautiful out, kinda. And we have some great performers for you today and leading into tonight. So I'm really excited. So I hope everybody is paying their full attention today. I'm gonna introduce our first performer of the day, who is just amazing. But before I do that, I wanna shout out our sponsors. I want to say thank you to the Boston Cultural Council. I want to say thank you to the Boston Foundation. I also want to give a big thank you to the Berklee College of Music. They are our sponsors for today, just a few. And I'll be introducing acts periodically throughout the day. So just give us all of your energy, and because we're going to need it. It's a lot to get on this stage and perform for y'all today. So give us your full attention and a big round of applause for our first performer, who is a spoken word poet, co-host of the If You Can Feel It, You Can Speak It open mic. It's held every second Thursday of the month at Bella Luna Milky Way in JP. He's been writing and performing for over 10 years, y'all. Over 10 years. Over the past decade, he has featured and hosted at venues such as the Middle East, Slade's Bar and Grill, the Haley House, Daryl's Corner, the Strand, Paramount Theater, and the Apollo Theater. He is the author of Staying on 94, Tales from a Misguided Soul, a collection of his performance and written poetry. He is no other than D. Ruff.
Woo! Hey!
Okay, let me do this. Gotta test all of this out. So, in between my pieces, or at least for this particular poem, I'm gonna need y'all to call a response. So whenever I say, if you can feel it, would love for you guys to reply back, you can speak it, and say it like y'all mean it, all right? We're gonna try it out. If you can feel it,
You can speak it!
from the depths, that rock bottom repetitive cycle that tomorrow has you looking forward to, so we add vocabulary to our frustrations in blue lines and black cursors, showing the blues from white lies, saying we are more than your black curse, sir, while grabbing our titles being blessings wrapped in space with a universe for a mind informing life like a planet's atmosphere, because if you can feel it,
You can speak it!
for the times that you felt human in a society they wanted your skin to be super. Chant how the system isn't a ball and chain, how your sex won't be held as a restraint, how religion may rebuke your shortcomings, so we just embrace the lessons that came in its place. Let this stage be your claim, voice your paint on their grave. Let us congregate around your testimony as you reenact the scriptures of your pain, because if you can feel it,
You can speak it!
because the quietest mouth has the loudest thoughts, transferring thunderbolts through ink to write brainstorms, letting that typhoon of fears affect your peers, because we all know what that stuff feels like. When cursing them doesn't really satisfy revenge, and wishful thinking doesn't inspire karma coming, when that heartbreaker had the nerve to break your heart and sorrowful words weren't poetic enough to capture your emotions, trembling spirit like pin-toting Ghostbusters. So when we say it, we mean it, and the audience will have no choice but to respect our team of radical expressions forced to be spoken. So master and architect your talents, building blocks. Adjust your swag by turning your lungs to amplifiers, bringing that extra so they can read all about the seduction off the tips of Cupid, seducing those guilty pleasures that lay dormant and ignored. Bring them to life. Be that life. Summon the flaring wings of your phoenix and be fly with all your might, but anchor you. Hold yourself down humbly, because this is your existence, but don't just exist. Dance. Ace all those challenges and welcome in those new bees, because we're all wild cards shuffling to be here, be free, be loved, and be hugged here. Because if you can feel it,
You can speak it!
and we mean that. All right, that's the first poem. All right, so as it was said, I've been co-hosting. If you can feel it, you can speak it. Open mic for almost 9 years now, alongside the wonderful woman that you all will be hearing later, Jadi, and it has been phenomenal. It has been awesome. So in between my pieces, though, so that way there's not that long, awkward, poetic silence, we're gonna go through the chant. We're gonna go through that. Okay? Cool. Great. Next poem. If you can feel it,
You can speak it.
I don't need to go to Iraq. I'm already in a war of my own, watching a new dream here be shattered with the chrome, because going on is all of this stuff that we can't condone, but it's bad when you're worth a crew, because there's a Judas in every home. But how are we gonna stop visuals from getting the intellectuals who think we're a bunch of animals just because of some individuals? This is critical. People aren't wanting to hear any of the spirituals because they're not loving our women when they could be loving these materials. See, in this place, I don't feel safe. With gold chains around my neck and wrist, I'm the new American slave. With rivals amongst my group and with others. But how are we enemies and we supposed to be brothers? And how are we hitting our women and we supposed to be lovers? I guess we stooped down to disgracing our mothers. See, before this, our ancestors were being whipped on their back. Even though that wasn't us, we should steal for that rage from that leather on our back. We should steal for the pain because the scars are not done. We're like Kunta in our own ways, trying to run for freedom, but there is none. Everywhere we go, there's dead ends and roadblocks. Certain people going through walls, and in Milwaukee and buck shots there. Quick to catch Kobe, but not the murderers of Biggie and Pac. By this, we can kind of find out who's in and who's not. And these same people want me to follow in their path because of my light skin. But I can't follow in their path because of my past. Under my eyes, there were bags when my brothers wore rags. And some of them still get mad because we're glad. Then they wonder why we get stuck in the system. Live and die by a system. Get screwed by a system. So we're saying, F your system. I've already been handed a hood's death sentence. I don't need to be told with a judge and jury in my presence. See, sometimes I don't want to be me. Yet I got Latin people, Asian people, even certain white people that want to be me. But is there something that they see that I'm just blind to? Or is it because they're getting tired of being viewed? See, you want to get mad, what I call most authorities thieves. But don't forget, they stole me in this land you call the free. So let's get this straight. This isn't the land of the free. This is the land of the legal criminals. But I can't leave. But I can't breathe in the truth when I inhale lies. People don't see this, so they swarm to this rotting country like flies. I don't really like them taking what's mine. But is that the capitalist in me or a part of me that needs to die? I can't decide, but I need to stop complaining about me, because there are immigrants that want to be where I be. If you can feel it,
You can speak it.
haha, next poem. Give it up one time for yourselves, just give it up one time for yourselves, all that energy, come on, I know it's like, we outside, so there's no reason why you can't be like loud. So like what I'm used to in a lot of performers, I know I'm probably not going to say this, so I'm going to be the first one since I'm like they're sacrificial. What that means is I'm used to active listening, and what that means is like if you all have been to a Black Baptist church and you have heard when the pastor goes up in front of the pulpit and preaches to the congregation, and they, are feeling what the preacher is saying. They go, amen, hallelujah, Jesus. Now, you don't have to do all of that, but please just let me know when you're feeling something, because I can't hear, and we aren't battling with them, but we want to share, like, bring the energy from here to there, from there to here. We're going to share all of that. So, just give me all of the energy for these last, few pieces. That's it. That's all. We're going to work on that. So, we're going to try this for the next poem. If you can feel it,
You can speak it.
let me take the feelings from our leaders of the past. Because we need to stop covering our troubles with a dollar like a Halloween mask. We need to stop relying on these rappers to realize the lies most political parties may have devised. But don't sigh, you're only exhaling the good, while inhaling the media's truth has never been that good. I'm only speaking what the hood won't speak, and it should. And if I wanted to, I could be a spokesman for the youth, and I would. Because never will a black black, white, Asian, or white man feels he's unpatriotic for fighting in a war in which he can't understand. See, we talk about all of these wrongs, but we're spoiled. See, we got street wars on this soil, but we're so focused on oil and the money, it's having our vision of the truth be distorted. The war in, you pick. Either way, it should have been avoided. And I'm in a position of power and we need to get out. We've been told that we need to start running to the polls instead of running our mouths, but yet they've cut funds to schools and education, which has led to some type of new murders and new investigations. Police trying to use some new form of intimidation in order to control me, but I'm not going to be their demonstration. Trying to use me to feed their infatuation for lust of power, using clubs and guns as communication. I'm fading away in this country like a cheap tattoo. While I'm just trying to be seen what the new taboo. Open their eyes like the morning sun when it comes out and it shines. Turn spines. Tell them to give me a minute because it's that time. Everything around the world that's political is at a standstill. Everyone's viewing our country dying like we're some type of roadkill. We're told what to do within our residence, run to vote. Yet without power, Puerto Rico still can't even vote for our president. Yet I'm told I'm a threat to society in which it came. Yet society wants to change their views and change their legal names, telling me to be in it, but I'm outside of the system, claiming I'm the new trend when really this is how I'm living. I've been moving in my own battle, fighting in a war that has no winner or loser, there's only a draw. And I'm getting this all out in a sequence of new rhymes with one line. I could bang the eardrums of the nation at one time or one try. I can have this country trying to describe the style that I have the courts charge me with new crimes, because I live to be free. And I'll die if I can't be, but these are myro images, not quote-unquote reality TV. I'm being fed, and false promises is what they're serving me. We want to know the truth, yet they tell us we can't handle the responsibility. So I'm making this music to speak to these children, because I know with my words I can shake up these buildings, but I'm still wondering why we're being placed in this lineup sequence when we've only been looking for the brotherhood enscrolled in the Pledge of Allegiance. If you can feel it,
You can speak it.
you guys are amazing. Clap it up for yourselves. Clap it up for yourselves. Clap it up for yourselves. I still got 1.5 poems left. So, as soon as I'm done, I'm just opening up for Woo Factor so we can get all this energy going. Keep this energy flowing. Clap it up one more time for BamsFest. Just clap it up one more time because this is about to be an amazing event. Amazing. So, next poem. If you can feel it,
You can speak it.
a lot of people have asked me my why, and it's changed from time to time. The reason I've been on stage for this long and continue to work in my vision, and in response, I usually hear reasons why they believe they saw me doing this. Reasons why where I'm at now I should have been at years ago, and how I should be even further. So I figure they'll never fully support your heart, but they'll be quick to criticize your entire foundation. So the reason it changes is because I don't have the time to release the pressures off my heart and put into words how I bear suffering. And then one of my closest friends asked me, when are you going to reach your full potential, Dana? What are you afraid of? Then told the room, whether hurt or hungry, use either one to get where you need to go. And then I met a wise woman who said, if your why doesn't make you cry, you need a new one. Met a man who advised, if you want to help broke folk, don't be one. And my reflection broke. Pockets linty, heart torn, character shattered, mind, spirit, body all broke, because all my whys have made me cry. Because I'm tired of tears flooding, blood shedding, complaints of us being broken. I'm adding another why because it hurts to get calls for help, to reinforce dreams and don't answer because I can't answer. I can't even pick up a phone because I'm too ashamed, too broken, too encased, figuring I can't let this spread, trying to find shelter in silence, trying to keep this contained inside and broke. Distance myself from some family and friends and broke down more relationships down to their bone, and some of them will never speak of the pain because some of the women want to avoid smothering my fires, but I can see it in their glares. My why is just a sad excuse for an apology, for healing. A moment for you told me so. For paying my debts to those Peters and Tinas I've robbed, to pay Pams and Pauls and those episodes of emptiness and still came up short. I'm sorry for not doing this sooner. Sorry for not saying you were right, because I was too cowardly, too ashamed, too encased while trying to search for what my potential is and half-tasking, crawling out of my emotional hole, and y'all being collateral, y'all being reassuring echoes to a stubborn mule in a sunken place, bandages, feeling abused, and I didn't answer, couldn't show up, and I didn't call. I'm sorry for changing now, because I had to, because I needed to. Because learning what I want will take work, and I still have work to do. My why is coming alive, passionate about the work I have to do to be this traveling poet. So there's no you should be here's without me actually being there, without my family actually being there. And we aren't hungry, and I can always answer my why. If you can feel it, okay. Okay. This is my last one. This is my last one, and I'm really excited because then I can actually be a part of the audience and enjoy the show with you guys. I'm so about to be a groupie for everyone that's about to be on stage today. I'm gonna be in everybody's face. Oh my God! And y'all should be like that too, because this is the first festival, so y'all should be in everybody's face, because we are the building blocks for this that's gonna be around for decades. Yes, I said decades because I'm putting it into the universe. We gonna be around for decades. We gonna be Boston's Afro-punk. Forget that. They better know. Clap it up. Let's do it. All right. Last poem. I'm hoping I remember at least a good half of it, because this is a real new poem. All right. If you can feel it,
You can speak it.
let's toast. Raise our glasses, our hands, our voices. Let's say cheers, Wakanda forever, to us. We survived the time being. For the time being, let's pay our respects to the woke, the ones who dare to defy the calamity of today's hurt. We hurt, worrying about tomorrow, them, us, arrogance, ignorance, battling to organize our thoughts, our lives, what we believe, gather amongst friends, family, and lovers, beats, rhythm, and words. This communion, this is the music that we embrace to help recollect the pieces of us that still make sense, still give us feeling whole, feeling stable. Nope, feeling whole, feeling stable. We laugh at every doubt placed before us because we made it through, like our leaders, our icons. Like our leaders, our icons who have faced death, had their titles wiped clean, crosses burned on their front lawns, their causes crucified on their front steps. A nation that signed off of their execution. Our heroes led through the prosecution to find retribution and recovery, because the trail to freedom takes away from us all. Takes stealing little portions of our sanity, energy, and joy. Let's toast to our sanity, energy, recovery, and joy. If you can feel it,
You can speak it.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.